Hi, I'm Sonnet with Sonnet's Garden Blooms. I want to welcome you all to my channel. Thank you for being here and watching my videos. So today we're going to talk about everything about benches. Like you saw last week, I was going to flip a series of benches. Well, there's a lot that goes into it. So really, I'm going to show you each one a little bit of the flip. But I'm going to also show you this really cool technique I learned, which was the IOD molds. And I added those to two of the benches. So a majority of the video, the big chunk of it, will be about that, but I will show you how I flipped it. I just didn't go into long, drawn out videos of each one where I'm painting. Otherwise, we'd be here all day, and you guys don't want to see me paint. So if you do like these videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And let me know at the end of the video which flip you like the best. Which bench was your favorite? I listened to my daughter. I was going to take the two Ethan Allen chairs and paint them a different color each. She's like, they're a set, Mom. You need to paint them the same color. So I kept that the same. And I do have my favorite, and I kind of want to keep it for myself, but I have to let it go because I don't have a lot of room. But I'll let you know at the end of the video which one was my favorite. You let me know what one was yours. All right, enjoy. Right, so we are going to be doing some upcycling to that headboard. So far, what I've done with it is I brought it outside, sanded it down really good, and now what I want to do is try to use these IOD molds. So I will show you them, and basically it's going to be I just want the actual headboard is pretty plain, and I want to decorate it up. So what we're gonna do, I kind of looked at, I'm gonna bring you guys a little bit closer so you can kind of see. All right, so I have you a little closer, and all right, so I'm gonna just kind of show you. It's a little plain, but I did sand it all down. And what we're gonna do, I came up with the idea so far, is I'm gonna use, I think, this one. Initially, I wanted to put birds on it because I thought the birds were so cool. So, but I kind of like this. And I think like this one for each of the, like the top up here, and then the other one on the other side, and then something in the center. So I think we're gonna do that for sure. All right, so just for starters, what you're gonna wanna do is prep your mold, and you're gonna wanna use cornstarch, and just take a little bit and put it on your brush, and just slightly just brush it around inside, just so that it doesn't stick. So you can kind of see it just makes it all nice, and just so that it comes out really nice. And I'm going to do that for all of the ones that I'm using. From what I understand is the cornstarch is not it doesn't have any fats in it. Just a real nice, easy thing to use, and it doesn't affect the sticking of it. So I have my 3 pieces. We're going to take the clay and we're going to work it in there. All right. You do want the back as flat as possible when you're doing this as well. So you can kind of see right now it's not as flat, so I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna actually use my knife and just kind of flatten it out, and then take my finger and my thumb and just kind of get off any excess. think I like it. All right, and we're just gonna take it out the same exact way that we did the other one. We're gonna let gravity take, let's see, let's start with the bigger side. There. All right, I like it. I like it, I like it. All right, let's do the other side then. Looks pretty good. Okay, let's get this one out then. And there's that one. Okay, guys. All right. So I think I'm happy. I probably shouldn't use this as my work surface, but it's fine. All right, guys. So this is what we have so far. You can kind of see. Oops. So I did this so far, and now to glue them on. And you want to glue them on. You want to glue them on when they're wet. And so what we're going to use is, they recommend this stuff called Tight Bond. So let's go ahead and apply it. So basically what I'm going to do is flip it over. And I'll put it on. And I'm going to put it on generously. So I'm just going to take it with my finger and rub it. It's just glue. It's all-purpose glue. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna just wipe that there. And we are going to set her on down. I'm gonna go get a napkin. Wasn't thinking far enough ahead. Okay, so I like how it is. All right. Perfect. So now I'm going to do the other side over here and try to mimic how I have it laid down as well. Someone also had said, I read somewhere, that you could use the Gorilla Clear Glue, but I actually saw on IOD that they use this. So I found it at the Kits and File. I always say Kits and File, but it's Kits and File over in my area. It's a hardware store. It's local. And I have been going there since I was a little girl. And they used to have it over by my house, and I used to walk over there.
So it's been around forever, and I love giving them business if I can, being a local company that it is. All right, so we're gonna set this one down as well. Okay. Okay. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna just take a peek to see. Looks pretty darn close. All right, let's start with the centerpiece first. I'm sorry I'm not talking a lot, I'm actually thinking a lot. What I understand too is with air dry clay, there's some shrinkage possibly. And so a couple of things that you can do with the shrinkage of air dry clay is you can go ahead and leave it and have it be the character of this piece, which depending on tomorrow when this dries and we go down to the next step and I show you guys the next step, that is going to determine, because I do like things looking nice, and I get kind of, I don't like it when things don't look perfect because I am a perfectionist, but I also realize that this piece isn't perfect either. It's just an old headboard. So with that said, I might just leave it, have the character of the drying pieces, or there is a way to fix it. And how you do that is tomorrow you would, in any of the cracks, you just take a little bit of the air dry clay and you fill in any of the cracks if it's, you know, big cracks on it. So we'll see. We will see how it all turns out. Last piece, and then I'm gonna pan over. Okay, as soon as I can get this out, I'm gonna show you then what I did. So this is the first time I've done this, but I saw it and I just thought it was so cool. And I thought, well, this would be a perfect opportunity for me to try it. All right, so I just wanted to give you a close-up of what I did. Add this little piece here too. I thought was kind of cute, but here it is. And I love the detail. And then that. And I put a little one right there too. So you can kind of see, I love those molds and how detailed they are. And I think it's gonna add a lot to this headboard. It's gonna make it look real vintage. And so I'm excited. Yeah, I'm gonna get a different arm, I think, to help with attached to my tables. And that way I can have my camera on that and then be overhead like this versus seeing me. You guys don't need to see me, you need to see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna buy one of those from Amazon. Hopefully I'll have it by the following Monday. But I wanted to show you this, let you know. But yeah, I'm really excited. Good morning. I wanted to show you how the bench turned out, or the headboard, I should say, for the bench. I'm absolutely loving it. I like how the pieces stayed on really great with that tight bond that I used. And one thing that I was worried about was I had read a lot of articles saying
or watched a lot of videos, I should say, talking about the cracking of the air dry clay. And surprisingly, the stuff that I used did not have very much cracking at all. So I had mentioned, you know, you can't, how to fix it if you want it. There's some slight cracks, but honestly nothing that I don't think once I paint it, you're gonna see it or notice it. So I liked it so much and I wanted to use that bird impression, and I thought this would be a perfect, I can use it on here. So I'm gonna sand this down now, and then I'm going to put some birds, I think, on the front of this, and I think it's gonna look really cool. All right, folks, I just wanted to show you this piece was broke off in one of the legs, so I'm attempting to glue that piece back on, and we're holding it in place with tape and wood glue. And as soon as that is all dry and sturdy, we're going to add the leg. The other one wasn't as bad. It just was the arm that was loose. So what I did for that is I just wood glued that as well. Don't know really what these people did to these benches, but obviously they spilled something on the seat. It took off all the finish. So once these are nice and sturdy, I'm going to give them a really nice painting, and we're going to distress them and make them look beautiful. So I have the footboard up here. I am going to attempt to cut it in half with my table saw. So I normally like to keep my benches about 17 inches. This is going to be, to cut it directly in half, it's going to be 20.5 inches. So I'm just gonna do that just to make it easy, do a one cut, and we're gonna go from there. So watch as I do this. We're done. So we did cut each one in half, so it's all set to go, and we'll do the next step. All right, so next what I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut the frame for the actual benches for both of these. I'm gonna be using 2x4s, and I am going to construct just just a square base to hold them, the sides in place, and then it will be the platform where you can put your seat. So that is what I'm going to cut next, and I'll do that for both the large headboard and the smaller headboard. And then once I get that base, the square base constructed, I am going to then adhere both the sides. So now that I have the base or the frame put together, I am going to attach the back side of it. I made sure I propped up and I have everything level. And so next I'm going to pre-drill holes back here and then attach it. And then I will show you the finished product when I'm done. All right, so I got it to this point. I have the sides on and that square base that I built. There it is. And then that. What I've decided also was this little piece that's right here. I think I'm gonna put it right there. And in my measurements and doing all kinds of stuff, I actually put this side right here, they should have flip-flopped, and so there was a little white spot there that I had to fill in a hole. So I'm gonna put a decorative piece there and then a decorative piece on the front as well. So I'm gonna do that to both of the legs, and I'm gonna get the seat on next. So I'll show you how I do that. All right guys, here's an update. It is 1:48, almost 2 o'clock. I wanted to be done with all the benches by 2. I ended up getting done with the 2 Ethan Allen benches that
the people who owned them, for whatever reason, were pretty harsh with them, but I got them all like super sturdy again, glued them with wood glue, and now they are ready to get painted. I took this old bed, got that done. So I'm gonna paint the frame or the base color as soon as I'm gonna I put on the front, I put some more decorative pieces, so I'm gonna let those dry a little bit longer, spray the whole, or I'm not gonna spray, I'm gonna probably paint by hand the whole base. I'm gonna try to use my new sprayer, but we'll see. The actual wood seat I'm going to stain, probably gray. And then lastly, this is all ready for painting as well. So I put the side pieces on right there, and then the actual birds. So that's an update. I am currently going to go do the big queen size bench and tighten the other one, and we'll be ready to paint. All right, so here is the queen bed. I'm doing this one next. I'm going to screw on the side pieces, and then that other frame that I built for the other one, I am going to do that for this one as well, and then put a seat on it, and it will be ready to go. And then lastly, I just have to tighten up that other one. I'm losing steam, guys. I'm losing steam. I have to have everything done by tomorrow so that I can get the video out and show you the final results. So I'm thinking I'm gonna make myself learn how to use my my new paint gun. I'm kind of nervous, but from what I understand is I can have something painted within like 7 to 10 minutes versus several coats for an hour or something like that. So we'll go from there. Alright guys, so here is the bench. I'm this far, and you can see that I started painting it white. I have the seat all on, and I actually I'm thinking about staining that just like a darker color, maybe like a walnut or something like that, but we'll see what I decide to do. I am losing steam for this last piece. This might be not in my benches. I've done a lot today in one day, so I'll bring you back once I'm done painting. All right guys, I got this far. I'm liking it. I'm letting it dry, second coat there, and I'm gonna bring you here. I'm gonna have a huge mess going on, but I still will bring you here and show you, like, I think this turned out really cool too. All right. I like this blue, or like this turquoisey color. It's hard to see, but I really like it. All right, well now I'm gonna start staining the benches, or the seats for the bench. I'm gonna use dark walnut. I think it will look good with both of the colors that I'm using for the two benches. I mixed 2 different colors together to get like a type of turquoisey color for one of them, and then I did the other one, I'm going to be doing white. So I thought this dark walnut would look awesome for that. So I'm going to just quickly stain these boards, do the second coat on those benches, the 2 benches for, I can't even think anymore, you guys. I'm so tired. I am trying to get far more done than I'm probably even capable of doing to prep for next weekend. I'm having my little market pop-up shop in my driveway, so trying to get all my displays done, get these done for that day, but it's a pop-up in my driveway, so it's going to be a lot of fun, and I have a lot of projects to finish, but I want to get this YouTube video out for you guys too. So, but yes, they are the old beds that I converted into benches. That's what these seats are for. So once I get this all done and paint it, I'll bring you back and show you how it looks. So far, I'm really liking it. I am. I just am pretty exhausted and I'm on a time crunch. Mother's Day is tomorrow. Happy Mother's Day, ladies. So I do want to do something fun and enjoy the day with my husband and my kids and go see my mom. And so I'm going to try to get everything done tonight so that I can enjoy our day. All right, then I'll bring you back when I'm putting it all together. Hello. All right, I am getting this last video in of all the finished pieces. So here, I'll show you with these. This one and this one were both pretty broke. Actually, the spindles were out, like the arms, the spindles just came out. I was able to just pop them right back in, use some Gorilla Glue, wood glue, and they turned out awesome. I painted them like a farmhouse country, like a blue, farmhouse blue. Love it. I was gonna actually paint them 2 different colors, but my daughter said, Mom, they're a matching pair. You can't paint them 2 different colors. What if somebody wants to buy both of them? So I painted them both the same. So those are, I'm gonna sell or price them separate, but I'll also price them as a pair. And then here is the little, like little hope chest type thing. And then I put those birds on there, and then I white waxed them. And then I did the white waxing on the edges as well. So it's kind of turned out to be like a charcoaly gray in a way. I absolutely love it. So there's that. And then here is the twin bed. And this is where I used all those IOD embellishments with that air dry clay. I absolutely love how these turned out. So you can see, like, it just added so much, and it looks like an antique vintage bed headboard. So here on the feet too, remember how I told you I made a mistake, and so I put them on each corner, so that looks very cool too. And then I did the dark walnut seat as well, so I like that. And here's the big one. This is, I believe, a queen. I am debating on whether or not I should distress it. I haven't done that yet, but I just love, I know that in my last video someone said they didn't like distressing, and I'm sure not everyone cares for it, but I just think it adds so much, and that way if somebody does bump it or scratch it, just add it to the distressing. So but yes, and I did that dark walnut seat on there as well. But here it is, folks. So let me know in the comments, and I mentioned it at the beginning of the video, and I'm sure I'm going to mention it at the end. Let me know which one you like the best. So I think they all turned out great. All right, until next week.
All right, guys, so which one was your favorite? Okay, I'll let you know. It was the turquoise one. I love turquoise, and I was a bit obsessed with the custom color. I took a class last week about mixing different paints together to create custom colors, and I thought I had this bright, or actually it was more of like a darker turquoise, and I wanted to lighten it up a bit. And so I did, became a mixologist and mixed it up, and I absolutely loved how that turned out. So go ahead, hit the comments and let me know which one was your favorite. Hope you enjoyed. Next week, it's all going to be about my market, my home market. I'm going to take you along, set up, show you how it goes, do some clips, and tell you how the end result was, and if I'll be doing it again. So I'm a bit nervous. Got butterflies. I realize I have to let some stuff go because I have a lot of projects in progress. There's just not enough hours in a day for me to complete everything. So we'll see you next week. And again, if you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe for future Monday videos. See you next week. Bye.